Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Yungeen Ace. Now it looks like Yungeen Ace was in court today. And a lot of rumors are going around, man. People are talking about this. And they're kind of saying it might be linked to this RICO case that might pop up in Duval County in Jacksonville. Now, there was a story that was published just yesterday, and it talked about a special unit that's going to be looking at the two biggest camps in rap from Jacksonville and Duval County, as far as, we know in hip-hop. Now, one of those camps was Queso and Yungeen Ace's side, and then the other was Foolio's side. And it's a detailed report. We're going to get into that. But also, I want to talk about Yungeen Ace being in court today. And I'm going to be basing this off of a story from none other than VladTV.com. And they talk about, this being a potential RICO case being built around him. Now, I see a lot of people out there saying, nah, it was for something else, but we'll get into all that. Now, before we get to the specifics, though, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this story from VladTV.com. Now, the headline says this. It says, Yungeen Ace to appear in court for alleged RICO case built on him. Now, this is based off of this post from Say Cheese, I believe, and it says Yungeen Ace has court today after an alleged RICO case is being built on him. Now, a lot of people are, I see you guys in the comment section saying that no, there's no RICO, he was just in court for something else. But man, there was a story that was ran yesterday from the Jacksonville news, the local news there, and I think it's called like News For Jax. And basically, it talked about this unit that's dedicated to not bringing down Yungeen Ace, but investigating Yungeen Ace and Foolio, man. Like, it's basically a whole unit dedicated to them, man. And what they're doing is they're watching music videos and everything. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but man, let's actually read this story from Vlad TV. Now, it says, Yungeen Ace apologized to Rolling Loud fans for not attending the festival Thursday night. Now, he's the second artist that I've heard about that missed Rolling Loud yesterday because of something legal. We had Fetty Wap, who got arrested by the feds, and now you have a situation with Yungeen Ace. The Jacksonville rapper explained that he had to appear in court the following Friday and wouldn't make it back in time if he traveled to New York for the event. In quotations, it says, I wasn't going to make it back in time for court, New York Rolling Loud, I apologize, he wrote in his Instagram story post. So basically, he was letting his fans know, like, hey, man, I had to pick one over the other, and I'm going to make my court date. Now, it continues by saying the 23-year-old didn't disclose why he had to appear in court, but reports claim it's for an alleged RICO case that's being built around the rapper. Spectators believe the RICO case is centered around the feud between ATK and KTA. For the past few years, the two rap crews have beefed on record and in the streets, leading to a string of violent incidents. Now, Foolio has tried to separate himself from KTA, or even saying KTA, even though he used to have a ski mask and stuff with KTA on it. I think he's seen the writing on the wall, was like, nah, man, if you associated with, some type of organization like that, that just, it sets it up for there to be a RICO case if anything happens, or they can connect things together that make it look like you were doing crime in benefit of that organization. You know what I mean? So it seems like he's trying to separate himself from that. Now, to be real, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's too late, but let's finish the rest of the story. Both squads have also referenced violent incidents and deaths of rival members in songs. Yungeen Ace, who's an ATK member, released Who I Smoke and gained over 30 million YouTube views since its March 2021 release. Rival KTA rapper Foolio responded to the song with beatbox remix / Bibby Flow the same month, which has gained nearly 10 million YouTube views. Both songs found rival rappers referencing and making fun of the deaths that have occurred between each of the crews. And to be real, man, I know that, that's considered the response to Who I Smoke, but man, When I See You is the unofficial response. That When I See You, that I think it's got like 24 million views on YouTube alone. That was like Foolio's breakout song right there, to be real with you, man. So I wanted to make sure I give dude his credit on that. Even though, it's a touchy subject because of the content, you know what I mean? Now, the story finishes by saying this. It says, there's currently no confirmation if Yungeen Ace's alleged RICO case has anything to do with the feud between ATK and KTA. Stay tuned for more details or whatnot. Now, let's talk about this story that really came out yesterday from the Jacksonville News. It's called News For Jax, right? And they dropped this news story, and I'm hoping everybody was taking notes because this is important. Now, the headline says, Jacksonville rappers are making music videos about real murders. Police and mothers of victims are watching. Then it continues by saying, JSO has a unit dedicated to watching videos made by the two prominent Jacksonville rap groups. Now, that says a lot, man. Basically, there's a unit dedicated to watching their videos. Just looking at Foolio's videos, looking at Yungeen Ace's videos, or anybody affiliated with them or close to them, man. Just trying to find signs, clues, and stuff like that, right? Now, the music and beats heard in the music videos are catchy, and millions of people have heard the songs on YouTube and other streaming services. This is straight from the article. But rap music videos by local artists depicting real murders in Jacksonville are fueling fire in the community. Basically saying that all those songs that came out this summer that we was jamming to, man, they're helping to make things a lot worse. You know what I mean? Now, the music videos give details about horrific crimes and the heartbroken mothers who are still waiting for arrests or trials for their sons' murderers. Say the lyrics have gone too far. While they wait for justice, the music videos coming mostly from rival rap groups in Jacksonville have gained popularity across the country with songs glorifying their sons' murders. And the story, it goes on to mention Who I Smoke by Yungeen Ace and other people, you know what I mean? And then they talk about the fact that, you know, it's a sample from Vanessa Carlton's song, 1,000 Miles or whatnot. And they really killed that beat, to be real with you, man. I mean, the two things wouldn't match up, you know, normally you wouldn't think so. But they definitely did, you know. Now, the story continues by saying a couple of other things. It says, one of the mothers of a murder victim mentioned in a song told News For Jax she reached out to YouTube asking if they could take one of the videos down, but the company never responded. That's gonna start something right there, man. There might be a battle of that in the future, man. So when cats are putting up their music videos and stuff like that, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna end up, so I'm gonna sit back and watch. But I can see what's going on with that. Now, the story goes on to talk in detail about Yungeen Ace's situation, you know, the original shooting, you know, where he lost the other 3 people in the car. They talk about Queso, his charges, who he's accused of shooting and all that. And they talk about Foolio, man. So it's a good read, right? But if you really want to fast forward through all that, you can check out the videos I've done in the past. And it covers most of that information, if not all of it. You know what I mean? Pretty much all of it. I'll be real. Now, the part of the story that I want to focus on is at the end of the report. And it says this. It says, JSO is watching. Even though the words in the music videos may give details about murders, JSO chief TK Waters said police cannot make arrests on lyrics in the music videos alone. And that's where we go into a whole nother argument, man, because a lot of things that are said in music videos or even in rap is not real, even though it might be using a real person's name. So it's a slippery slope. So the story continues by saying this in quotes. It says, the best thing for us to do at this point is to put that information on those videos with some physical evidence, with something that we know will help put together and make a much stronger case. So they're trying to match up stuff that they see in these music videos with some type of physical evidence to make stronger cases in the future. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know who should be taking notice of that, the rappers, the whoever, but obviously somebody's dedicated to doing that. And it goes on by saying this. It says, Waters said JSO is constantly monitoring social media and every video that goes online. They said every video. Now, in quotes, we do have a group in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office that spends all their time dealing with this issue. They are focused solely on this issue, said Waters. Despite the rising popularity of the songs, which have become the subject of a YouTube documentary that features News For Jax coverage of the violence and has viewed 3 million times, JSO said the number of murders in the past year in Jacksonville has gone down. So at least the crime is going down and it's not matching up with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Now, the key takeaway from this story is that there's a unit out there looking to match up physical evidence with anything in the videos that they can find from these Jacksonville rappers. So Foolio and Yungeen Ace are being looked at in that way. Now, if this has anything to do with a future RICO case, I have no idea of that. And I don't know if there really is a RICO case. You know, this is all alleged right now, so nobody has anything hard evidence out there. Because the only thing that has case for Yungeen Ace right now that you can see that's unsealed is from like 2018, man. Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hold up. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think that Yungeen Ace is being primed for a RICO, or do you think that maybe all these things could be happening and it's not really him, you know, having a RICO case coming? Because a lot of people said he was just going in there for an old gun case or something like that. So we'll see how this turns out. Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.